the twisted face on the security tapes. I never believed in ghosts or paranormal activity until that one night at work. I work as a security guard at a large office building that's nearly empty at night. My job mainly involves monitoring security cameras and patrolling the premises. It's usually a boring job, but that night was anything but boring. It started while I was doing my usual rounds and I noticed something strange on one of the cameras. It was a face, but not just any face. This face was twisted in an unnatural way, with a gaping mouth and hollow eyes that seemed to stare right through me. At first, I thought it was just a trick of the light or reflection, but the more I looked at it, the more I realized it was something else entirely. I decided to investigate and made my way to the floor where the camera was located. As I stepped out of the elevator, I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The air was thick and heavy, and I had a feeling that I was being watched. I made my way to the hallway where the camera was located and found the door to the room unlocked. As I entered, I could feel a cold breeze on the back of my neck, even though there were no windows or doors open. The room was empty except for the camera, which was still showing the twisted face. I tried to shake it off and focus on my job, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. Every time I looked at the camera, the face seemed to be getting closer and closer, until it was almost as if it was right in front of me. As the night wore on, things only got worse. Doors started slamming shut on their own, and I could hear strange noises coming from the walls. I tried to radio for backup, but my communication equipment was malfunctioning. I was completely alone and trapped. I spent the rest of the night holed up in the security room, watching as the face on the camera grew more and more twisted and grotesque. By the time my shift was over, I was a trembling mess. I rushed out of the building and didn't look back until I was a safe distance away. The next day, I tried to report what had happened, but my coworkers just laughed it off as a prank. I tried to show them the security footage, but it had been erased. Nobody believed me, and I was left feeling like I was losing my mind. To this day, I can't explain what happened that night. All I know is that I'll never forget the twisted face on the security tapes and the feeling of being completely and utterly alone in the dark. It's a memory that still haunts me to this day, and one that I'll never be able to forget.